everyone, welcome back to Mind Matters. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Lily. And in today's episode, we are talking about burnout, what it is, how it messes with your mind and body, and what you can do to both prevent and recover from it.
Whether you're a student, a young professional, a caregiver, or someone just trying to keep it together, take two to take a listen. So let's get into it.
So, burnout isn't just about being tired after a long day. It's way deeper than that. The World Health Organization defines burnout as a syndrome that results from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. And this doesn't just happen in the workplace.
Right. It happens to students, caregivers, parents, even teenagers juggling school, extracurriculars, part-time jobs, and social lives. Burnout is what happens when stress goes from temporary to chronic, and your brain and body start to shut down.
There are 3 key stages of burnout. Emotional exhaustion, where you feel drained and tired no matter how much you sleep. Cynicism and detachment means that you feel numb or disconnected from your work, school, or even people around you. Reduced personal accomplishment means that you feel like nothing you do matters or is good enough. Your motivation plummets.
And it's important to differentiate burnout from just feeling stressed. Stress means too much work, too much pressure. Burnout means not enough energy, not enough motivation, not enough meaning.
So just how widespread exactly is burnout? Extremely. In a 2025 Gallup poll, 76% of full-time workers reported experiencing burnout on the job at least sometimes. Over 28% said that they feel burnt out very often or always.
Among students, the situation is just as bad. According to the American College Health Association, in 2024, over 80% of college students reported feeling overwhelmed, and more than 60% said they felt very lonely, which is often linked to emotional burnout.
And let's talk about high schoolers. A CDC Youth Risk Behavior Survey showed that nearly 40% of high school students felt persistently sad or hopeless in 2023. This is a huge warning sign of burnout and mental exhaustion.
And caregivers, especially those taking care of elderly or chronically ill family members, report higher levels of stress than almost any other demographic. The National Alliance for Caregiving says over 70% of family caregivers report symptoms of anxiety and depression, often rooted in burnout.
Burnout isn't just in your head. It has real physical consequences.
Chronic stress can lead to elevated cortisol levels. That's your stress hormone. When cortisol stays high for too long, it can damage brain structures like your hippocampus, which is responsible for memory. That's why when you're burned out, you might forget assignments, lose focus, or feel foggy all the time.
Mentally, burnout is linked to depression, anxiety, insomnia, and even substance abuse in some cases. Physically, people experience things like frequent headaches, stomach issues, insomnia or poor sleep, increased blood pressure, and heart rate.
Long-term burnout can also weaken your immune system, making you more likely to get sick. One study found that people who were burnt out were 63% more likely to catch colds and the flu. Your body literally can't fight off illness as effectively.
So yes, burnout does happen at work, but it also shows up in school, caregiving, and even your social life.
For students, academic burnout may look like skipping assignments or classes, dreading school even when you used to enjoy it, procrastinating more than usual, or losing interest in things you used to love.
And in caregiving, burnout can look like emotional numbness, feeling underappreciated, or resenting the person you're caring for, which brings on guilt. It's a vicious cycle.
Even in your personal life, being the go-to friend, the one who's always supporting others, can burn you out emotionally. That's called compassion fatigue, and it's real.
Preventing burnout isn't about doing less necessarily. It's about doing things more intentionally and taking care of your mental health at the same time.
Here are some strategies. Set boundaries. Learn to say no and don't feel guilty. Take breaks. Even 5 to 10 minutes between tasks can lower your cortisol levels. Schedule downtime. Literally block out time in your calendar to do nothing. Stay connected. Isolation fuels burnout. Text a friend. Call someone. Don't glorify overworking. Pulling all-nighters isn't a badge of honor.
Also, get enough sleep, which sounds simple, but it is crucial. Studies show that teens need 8 to 10 hours per night, but most only get around 6 to 7.
So, if you're already in the thick of burnout, you're not alone, and you're not broken. Here are some ways to recover. Acknowledge it. Don't gaslight yourself out of using a growth mindset. Ask for help. Talk to a counselor, parent, teacher, or friend. Reframe your goals. Adjust expectations and know that perfection isn't sustainable. Reintroduce joy. Start with small things, listening to music, a walk, reading a favorite book, and finally, create structure. A flexible but consistent routine can bring stability.
And if possible, take a break. A vacation, a mental health day, or even just a quiet afternoon offline can do wonders. Research shows that taking a 3 to 4 day break from work or school can improve productivity, creativity, and overall mood.
Here's your reminder. Rest is not a reward. It's a requirement.
Napping for just 20 minutes can significantly improve memory, mood, and cognitive function. Prioritizing sleep and relaxation isn't lazy, it's smart.
And remember, burnout recovery isn't instant. You're rewiring your brain, recharging your body, and reconnecting with yourself. Give it time.
Thanks for tuning in with us today. If this episode hit home, know that there are others who feel the same way. Burnout is common, but it's fixable through the right techniques, patience, and a little grace for yourself.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed, please talk to someone. Whether it's a friend, counselor, or mental health hotline, help is out there.
Don't forget to follow Mind Matters and share this episode with someone who might need it.
Until next time, take care of your mind and take care of you.